Good morning, physical science matters students. Today I'm going to be recording a video for Miss Day's class and Mr. Trujillo's class, that's me, about the week 4 assignments. So without any further ado, we'll go over what you're supposed to do in week 4 for physical science matter. All right, here is our Google Classroom. Week 4, May 4th through May 8th. You're going to click on assignment 4A. This is not an actual assignment we're going to be grading, but it does have the assignment overview pictured for you here with suggested times. And then the part that we do want you to do is this Google form. The Google form is a check-in. It is ungraded. If you could answer your name and give us some feedback about this class, we would really appreciate your feedback. This distance learning is a new thing for us, so this is designed to check in about how you're doing. Okay, the first thing you're going to do for points this week is an EdPuzzle. The EdPuzzles have been pretty successful. People have been doing those. The first one is on Dmitry Mendeleev. You're going to watch a little 4-minute and 22 seconds about him, answer the questions that are embedded. Then the next thing you're going to do is an EdPuzzle, which Miss Day has so graciously recorded a lecture for you and added questions into EdPuzzle. While you're watching her lecture here, this is what it looks like. While you're watching that, you could have this blank periodic table out in front of you. She's going to ask you to color in certain parts. It would be cool if you could color this in when she's doing the lecture or afterwards. Totally optional, not graded for points. And then here's another 3-minute YouTube video, Brainiac Alkali Metals. We just want you to watch this video for your enjoyment. Okay, the next thing we're going to have you look at is the periodic table vocabulary list. That is here. It has a good periodic table for your reference, and it is color coded according to the chemical families, and then the traditional vocab list with definitions and pictures is here for you as well. I hope that you're finding these useful. There's nothing that you have to do on this vocabulary list for points, but it is something for your reference that I think would be good for you to look at. Okay, after the vocabulary list, you're going to do this periodic table drag and drop activity. I was really impressed with the drag and drop activities that came back this last week, so we're going to do another one. Here is the periodic table of elements drag and drop activity. I do want you to type in the answers into the text boxes, and then you move these labels around to label your answer if it's asking you to drag and drop. Okay, another drag and drop. Fill in your answer in the table here and drag and drop these, typing in these text boxes and dragging and dropping those. Okay. That is a graded assignment that will be turned in for points. We don't have an official lab this week, but I do want you to do a project. The project is pretty cool. You're going to design your own periodic table. So now it is your turn to create your own periodic table. You will choose your own topic theme to categorize items, materials, substances, experience, etc. I want you to take a look at the directions on each slide here for the project. Okay. This will guide you through what we want you to do. There's another number of templates here for you to use for your reference. You can use these, or you can make your own table, and I have directions on how to do that. I do want you to fill in this rubric according to how well you think you did on the project. This is a self-check for you to make sure that you have all the elements you want in it for the score that you want. The final product should look like this. So I went ahead and did an example one for students. It should have a title slide with the periodic table of blank and your name. And then you should include your periodic table. Sorry. When you're including the elements, we want you to make sure you have numbers and the name and the symbol, as well as a picture for each element, whatever element you choose to categorize. And then you will also need to explain why you chose what you chose. So mine says the periodicity is by shoe color. The shoes at the top have the lightest color and the shoes at the bottom have the darkest color. Each family represents a different type of shoe. The families are organized by least amount of material covering one's foot, like sandals, to the most amount of material covering one's foot and calf, like boots. Okay, so then if you go back to my periodic table, you can see that it's arranged that way. Okay. So you need to explain how you categorize things here in the key. And then also we want you to turn in a slide that looks like this that has your rubric filled in for how well you think you did. I gave myself a good in this category that I'm somewhat creative and unique. I want you to evaluate the same thing for you on how well you think you did. I actually got this idea about periodic table shoes from another teacher, and so I rated myself down there, but everything else is pretty good, I thought. Okay. All right. So that is it. You have the list of 5 assignments, including the instructional video, which you're watching right now in Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please come see us in office hours. We're there in office hours Monday through Thursday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And the link to those will be on the stream, which is this tab right here. It will be right here for you to click on and come to office hours. All right, I hope you have a good week learning about the periodic table, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.